We have many wonderful places and installations in this world. There are some wonderful places or installations created naturally, and there are some places and installations that are man-made. In today's episode, we will look at the top 10 wonder places and installations which are man-made. An acropolis was the settlement of an upper part of an ancient Greek city, especially a citadel, and a hill with precipitous sides. In the past, every Greek city had an acropolis of its own. Acropolises were used as religious centres and places of worship, forts, and high-status residential places. There were often dances, music, and plays held at this acropolis, and it served as a community centre. Acropolises today have become the epicentres of tourism and attraction sites in many modern-day Greek cities. Moai are monolithic human figures carved by the Rapa Nui people on Easter Island in eastern Polynesia between the years 1250 and 1500. Nearly half are still at Rano Raraku, the main Moai quarry, but hundreds were transported from there and set on stone platforms called ahu around the island's perimeter. Almost all Moai have overly large heads, 3/8 the size of the whole statue. The production and transportation of the more than 900 statues is considered a remarkable creative and physical feat. Lalibela is a town in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. It is a tourist site for its famous rock-cut monolithic churches. The whole of Lalibela is a large and important site for the antiquity, medieval, and post-medieval civilization of Ethiopia. To Christians, Lalibela is one of Ethiopia's holiest cities and a centre of pilgrimage. The churches themselves date from the 7th to 13th centuries. Lalibela is roughly 2,500 metres above sea level, and the names of the major buildings in Lalibela are widely accepted. Neuschwanstein Castle is a 19th century historicist palace on a rugged hill near Füssen, Germany. The palace was commissioned by King Ludwig VI of Bavaria as a retreat in honour of Richard Wagner. Ludwig chose to pay for the palace out of his personal fortune and by means of extensive borrowing, rather than Bavarian public funds. Construction began in 1869, but was never fully completed. More than 1.3 million tourists visit this place annually, with as many as 6,000 per day in the summer. Himeji Castle is a hilltop Japanese castle complex situated in the city of Himeji, which is located in the Hyogo Prefecture of Japan. The castle is regarded as the finest surviving example of prototypical Japanese castle architecture, comprising a network of 83 rooms. Himeji Castle dates to 1333 when Akamatsu Norimura built a fort on top of Himeyama Hill. Himeji Castle is the largest and most visited castle in Japan, and it was registered in 1993 as one of the first UNESCO World Heritage sites in the country. St. Basil's Cathedral is an Orthodox church in Red Square of Moscow and is one of the most popular cultural symbols of Russia. The building is now a museum, and it was built from 1555 to 1561 on orders from Ivan the Terrible and commemorates the capture of Kazan and Astrakhan. The cathedral has 9 domes and is shaped like the flame of a bonfire rising into the sky. The cathedral foreshadowed the climax of Russian national architecture in the 17th century. Borobudur is a 9th century Mahayana Buddhist temple in central Java, Indonesia. It is the world's largest Buddhist temple. The temple consists of 9 stacked platforms, 6 square and 3 circulars, topped by a central dome. It is decorated with 2,672 relief panels and 504 Buddha statues. The central dome is surrounded by 72 Buddha statues, each seated inside a perforated stupa. Built in the 9th century during the reign of the Sailendra dynasty, the temple design follows Japanese Buddhist architecture. Chichen Itza was a large pre-Columbian city built by the Maya people of the Terminal Classic period. The archaeological site is located in Tinum Municipality, Mexico. Chichen Itza was a major focal point in the northern Maya lowlands from the late Classic. The site exhibits a multitude of architectural styles, reminiscent of styles seen in central Mexico and Chinese styles of the northern Maya lowlands. Chichen Itza was one of the largest Maya cities and one of the mythical great cities. Meenakshi Amman Temple is a historic Hindu temple located on the southern bank of the Vaigai River in Tamil Nadu, India. It is dedicated to the goddess Meenakshi, a form of Parvati, and her consort Sundareshwara, a form of Shiva. This temple is one of the Padal Petra Sthalam. The Padal Petra Sthalam are 275 temples of Lord Shiva that are revered in the verses of Tamil Saiva Nayanars of the 6th and 9th century. The west tower of the temple is the model based on which the Tamil Nadu state emblem is designed. The Banawe rice terraces are terraces that were carved into the mountains of Banawe, Ifugao, in the Philippines, by the ancestors of the Igorot people. It is commonly thought that the terraces were built with minimal equipment, largely by hand. The terraces are located approximately 1,500 meters above sea level. These are fed by an ancient irrigation system from the rainforests above the terraces. The Ifugao people have been its caretakers, and the terraces are occasionally called the 8th wonder of the world.